I did 3 years in Melbourne, and it was Chicago Bulls time, you know, Michael Jordan, and it was really exciting. I moved to Singapore for a year and ran Southeast Asia for the NBA, and then I moved to Paris and London and Hong Kong. So I had this amazing 12-year run, and we had our son in London and then our daughter Phoebe in Hong Kong. She didn't develop at the normal sort of rates, and it wasn't until Phoebe was about 2.5 or 3 that we got a diagnosis, and that first of all was global developmental delay. And I remember hearing that and going, what does that mean, And Phoebe didn't walk till she was 4. You would tickle her and she would, open her mouth but no sound. So she was certainly different, but we couldn't get a handle on it for a long time. We decided to come back. Phoebe was the reason. The NBA was great. They understood that, family was important. I remember seeing an ad for a CEO at Woollahra, a disability service. The disability community, it's far bigger than I ever imagined, 1 in 5 people, self-reports as having a disability. 1 in 5, you hear that number and you go, wow, now you get down to sort of 10% of the country, that's 2.5 million people. I knew sports, I knew how the NBA fitted into the sporting landscape, but I didn't really understand the disability community. So I learned a whole lot in that first year, and then slowly I went, well, Phoebe, as it turns out, fits pretty well with the Woollahra profile. And it was interesting for me thinking, what's Phoebe going to become? Would she work? Can she build skills and go out and volunteer? Or, everyone wants a role, and to be active and have friends and all that sorts of things. So working at Woollahra really helped me think about Phoebe's life path and choices, There's a lot of stigma and lack of understanding, by the mainstream community. More and more we realized we want to get out there and change the mindset. We want to reach out and connect with people. I remember when I came into Woollahra and we had a building, it was half empty, and I said, how are we going to fill that? And who are we looking for? What sort of businesses are we looking for? So we started 10 years ago in the building over here. It was about 2,000 square metres. And then quickly we filled up that. So we took another one twice the size over there, and we still needed more space. And we used to fantasize about being next to the freeway. So we moved into this. And I really liked the idea of working with brand names that people knew, and with companies that would give us a chance to reach more people, because if you want to change the middle third, I've got to have a partnership with someone who's going to amplify my voice. Hi everyone, how are we? So every security tag from Myer stores all around the country comes back to us.
Does some not work?
Yep.
But you find them, don't you?
So, Myer came on board with the security tags. They said, how can we help the stores send these tags back to us, right? Because sometimes they sit in boxes for too long, right? And I said to them, we should be telling all those stores about what happens here. Because people like Will are sitting back going, hey guys, send us the tags. What we want to do is we've got work to do. I think we've done about 50 million of these, Will, so far. Incredible. Yep. And so we look at these tags that have been separated and do a quality check on them, and basically put them back together, so that they are ready to be used again. Supply chains are really interesting, You wouldn't believe how many supply chains there are. But at the moment, they are providing a great stream of work at our place, and it's a great brand, and our guys, they all know Myer stores. So those tags mean something. So our organisation is trying to take jobs and make work, interesting work for people. So it's a little different from most places, they sort of employ people to do jobs. We sort of go and find work and then break it down to create opportunities for people.
I had no idea it was this big. I mean, I thought this was, a little cottage industry somewhere. This is This is industrial scale.
Yes, and it just keeps going out the back.
Oh, there's more.
Yes.
There's another section.
Keeps going. We've got about 3 buildings here, assembly, production, and we ship to all the majors and party planners and e-commerce all around the country.
Oh, wow.
You know, Phoebe's 18 now, and you'll say to Phoebe, so what happens when you're 18? And she'll say, well, I'm getting married. You know, she'll go like this. She'll go work. You know, this is the sign for work. I'm driving a car, you know, and sometimes she'll say different house. She's ready to move out of home, you know. So slow down, Phoebe, slow down. Yes. Adults with disabilities have a harder path, getting into work. So I'm just trying to open up as many paths as we can, because it means so much to have that pride about what you do and feel like you're contributing back to society and to life.
So since we've moved to this side,
Yeah.
there's a greater opportunity to upskill the guys with a variety of tasks.
Yeah.
In fact, several of the guys and girls have now learned how to use a pallet jack.
Right.
And we can supervise them. They're able to go out into the warehouse, pick up stock with the pallet jack, because there's no forklifts in this side.
Yep.
And that's great. 12 months ago, we wouldn't have been able to do that.
The work pathway, I guess, is the most important thing that we really do. And having the companies that we have built partnerships with to be part of that, because that's what elevates the whole thing. And I want as many of our clients in open employment as possible, but I hope that we will always have a good variety of choices for them, because the more people we can get into work, the better. The work pathways that we've created are really helping people take those micro steps towards work, helping them build their confidence, independence, you know, all the things that you need to do to be successful in a job.
It makes me excited and give me energy, get pumped.
I love my job and I love making new friends.
I like coming here, you know, and my job is to be here.
If I can tell other companies that we work with Maya, you know, Mary Kay Cosmetics, you know, Hawthorn Football Club, that immediately brings a level of credibility, you know, to our organisation, helps us win more of that business. So I feel a responsibility to keep innovating for the 500 clients and the families that Wallara supports. But most of all, as a dad, I feel a responsibility to Phoebe.